Hey guys, happy Monday. Welcome back to the mudroom. We have a workout called Move It Monday today, and I was just telling the ladies on live that I have been looking forward to this one since I wrote it. So let's get to work, starting with our morning routine. Take your deep breath in. Exhale, push all the air out of your lungs. Keep that contraction deep in your core. Wrap to your backside, squeeze your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings. And then lift up all your toes and set one at a time back down, clawing down at the ground. From there, bring the engagement back up your spine, let your shoulders lift, then pull them back and settle them down towards your hips. Squeeze biceps, triceps, forearms, and fists. Tuck your chin to your chest. Keep it low, scrape it over until you're looking over that shoulder, then rotate your eyes and your head back. Chin comes to opposite shoulder, scrape back to where you started, and then reverse. There and back equals 1 rep. We have 3 total reps. Feeling through every little twist and turn. Trying to go a little further with each rep. Last one. All right, let's move into your shoulders. Use your breath to reset those muscles, checking in just so that they're engaged enough to keep you still as you move through your rep. Palm forward, line up your middle finger in line with your belly button, raise it up to the ceiling, hit neutral or palm up overhead, over top, flip that pinky away, keep leading with the pinky until your pinky comes forward as your hand comes to the side, then lead with your thumb until you hit that first roadblock, then unwind. Coming back to neutral, up overhead, middle finger in line with your belly button or your zipper on the way down. In and up again, hit neutral, flip that pinky, keep it rotating, and reverse. Let's do one more on that side. All right, switching to the other side. Checking in with your muscles, turning the palm out, in and up. Neutral, flip, try to get as much rotation as you can through the top half of that, the back side of that rep. Trying not to wiggle from side to side. 3 total. I got 1 left on this side, then we're moving on to hips. All right, grab onto something just so you get a little help with balance. Reset your muscles using your breath to start it in your core, rooting down through your leg, up through your spine. Grab onto whatever you're holding on to. Get your arm out of the way, making a fist at the end. Then bring your knee to your chest. Flip it. Keep it high as it comes to the side. When you run out of room, you slightly drop that. Press through the heel. Bring your knees together. Flip it open. Press back through the heel to reverse the rep. Knee to chest, flip, tap to reset. Let's do 2 more. Last one on this side. Last one, best one. Pushing that end range with every rep. Trying to wiggle a little bit less. Really working all the way around your hip capsule is our goal. I'm going to turn around to switch sides. Reset those muscles before you start moving and go for it. 3 reps. All right, Monday always feels good. Okay, set your feet under your hips, starting with the usual 10 air squats. We're starting to bring attention to your core, sitting back into that chair. You stay in line with your toes, drive all the way up, extra squeeze your glutes at the top. Nice slow warm up for the legs. Now, we're gonna widen it out a little bit, toes at 10 and 2, and add a pulse, cut the reps in half. We're going down for 3, 2, 1, drive up through your heels, 4 more. Sumo squat stance, 3 pulse count, 3 count pulse at the bottom, up and stand. 1 more. From there, we're going alternating laterals, step to the side, line up your hip, knee, toe, load that hip, side to side for 10 total. After that last one, we're walking down into a plank. We're gonna do alternating side planks and then back up to your feet. Looks like this, roll down, walk out, reach it up, hip plank again, other side, plank, back to your feet. Let's do 4 more, roll it down, walk out to plank, reach, reach, and up. Do left. Just for fun, last one, out of push-up. Roll it on up. Let's go through those one more time. Set your feet under your hips. 10 air squats, a little bit quicker this time. Last 2. Widen it out, go right into the 3 count pulse sumo squat. Here we go, 5 reps. Think power as you stand. Driving your hips underneath you, squeezing your butt. Alternating laterals coming up, 10 total. Adding that speed. Still sinking into the hip as you load. And then ending with your 5 inchworm alternating side plank. Here we go. Push up, optional. I'm gonna add 1 for my last 3. I got 1 left, I think. Roll it up. All right, let's get to work. So we have, for our main set today, we have 3 mini sets. We are doing 3 AMRAPs, 1 7-minute, 1 6-minute, 1 5-minute, in that descending order. In each AMRAP, we have 2 movements. The first one, we've got Turkish Get Ups and Goblet Sumo squats. Second one, we have a single arm kettlebell or dumbbell hang squat clean and Russian twists. The last one, we have Renegade Rows and Burpee with the lateral shuffle. There's rest. There's 1 minute rest in between set 1 and 2, 2-minute rest in between set 2 and 3. I'm going to demo your moves in those minute rests, in those planned rest blocks. So we'll go through the first AMRAP, the 2 moves in the first AMRAP now, and then we'll get to work. So we have Turkish Get Up, Goblet Sumo squats. You can do your Turkish get up with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. The only kettlebell I have is a little bit too heavy for me to keep safely overhead. So I am going to use a dumbbell. Okay, so I've got my dumbbell. We're going to start out from the top of the Turkish get up today. You're going to drive it up overhead, bicep by the ear, shoulder drawn in and back. You're going to look up and focus on something that draws your attention in. I kind of like to focus on the little crease in my wrist. Either way, your elbows locked out, that you're staying strong through this pose through the upper half. You're going to send your back knee back, or your opposite knee back, sorry. Core strong as you reach to the side, making one line from wrist to wrist. Then press into the ground through your heel and your hand, lifting your hips, letting the back leg slide through. From there, come down on your forearm, back to your back, and then we reverse. Up, back to your palm, go into that bridge, and then sweep through. Come back up, drive up through the heel up to standing. We're gonna alternate sides. We've got 10 reps on each side. So it's an AMRAP, which means as many rounds as possible in the 7 minutes, but take your time through the Turkish get up. I want to see you hit every one of those points. Standing, kneeling, straight line wrist to wrist, sweep, forearm, back, and then everything through the reverse. No melting down and popping up. You want to hit every one of those positions. Goblet Sumo, pretty simple. Goblet hold, you can do this with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So make sure, no rounded shoulders. Pull those back, nice open chest. You're gonna place your toes at 10 and 2, drop down without falling forward, and then drive up through your heels, glutes coming back underneath you. So from the front, my heels are a little bit wider than my hips. You can see that 10 and 2, shoulders back, down, and up. All right, we have 10 of those, 10s for this set. Okay, are we ready? I think so. Okay, that next minute transition is going to be quick, and it's on a timer, so we're going to have to go through the next 2 moves quick. But for right now, we're here for 7 minutes. Goblet sumos and Turkish get ups, starting with the Turkish get ups. We're on a timer. We are going in 5 seconds, so grab that weight, load it up. Here we go, drive it up. Start your get ups. Knee back, reach for the ground, sweep it through, forearm, back to your back, reverse. And switch. Two down. So many get ups. Also going to challenge my ability to count on this beautiful Monday. I think I have one more on each side after this one. Keep that focus. Protect your shoulders by keeping that elbow locked out. Nice, strong stance as you move through that rep. Start my last one. All right, we're already 3 minutes into this set. So let's get through our goblet squats if you're with me. And then we're just back to get ups. Here we go. Take your time through these two. Especially if you have a little bit lighter weight than you normally would use. Slow down, really feel through that rep, through each rep. All right, we're right back to get ups. Halfway through the set. Let's try to get a whole another round in. Find your rhythm. You can speed it up, but make sure you're hitting those points. Each one, knee, hand, sweep, forearm, back, reverse, forearm, hand, bridge, sweep, up, and up. I think I got 2 left on each side. Now, if this doesn't feel good on your shoulders, you can do it with that weight tucked in to your side. Keep it close to your shoulder. But I like this. I'm gonna keep going. We are under a minute of work. All right, I'm going to goblets. Draw those shoulders back, core in tight, toes 10 and 2. Here we go. We got 10 seconds. You're back to get ups. I'm gonna try to get part one in. That is it. All right, we got a minute before our next one. 2 minutes, sorry. I told you wrong in the beginning. We got 2 minutes rest here before we start our 6-minute set. So next 2 moves, single arm, dumbbell or kettlebell, hang, squat, clean, and Russian twist. So dumbbell version, you got it in one arm. You're gonna start from a nice flat back hinged position. You're gonna pop it up to your shoulder, land in a squat, and stand back up. From the front. So it's all power from the hips, one fluid motion from here down to here. You can see how much momentum I use because even my heels come off the ground. Sometimes my toes do too. From there, you've got Russian twist. So you've got a ball, a plate, a dumbbell, whatever you have, heels down, toes up. You're just rotating side to side. You want to make sure you lift yourself up so that your abs are working, not your hips. So go from a neutral pelvis, straight spine, to a little bit of curve through your lower back by tilting your pelvis backwards, crunching your front ribs to your hips, and then hold that as you rotate. Big rotation. We got 30 seconds. I want to talk through the kettlebell hang squat clean if you have a kettlebell. So a little different because you've got different center of gravity and you have to be nice and clean with that pull. So 3 points of contact, thumb to chest, or horn to chest, bell to forearm, and bell to bicep. You're gonna unwind, pop it up, drop your elbow real quick to catch that nice and smooth. Same thing you'd be catching in a squat. Let's do it. Going in 3, 2, 1. Single arm hang squat clean. We have 5 on each side, alternating sides. Sometimes I like to reach out as I'm going down into that squat for a little counterbalance. Sticky, last one. Oh, nice. Like Molly's already on the twist. Join her if you're there. I'm going. We have 10 on each side for your Russian twist, 20 total. Feet can be up or down, but try to keep your knees stable. All right, I'm back. Sit and hang squat clean. Single arm. 5 and 5. This one goes a little quicker. Going dumbbell version this time. I like both. I'm also going all 5 on one side and then all 5 on the other. You've got the choice to alternate or one side at a time. If you have a little bit lighter weight than you would normally have, I would say go all on the same side. If you have the opposite, a little heavier than normal, then give each side a break by alternating. We're going to take it to 20 and 20 Russian twists this round. It's Monday. My brain has a case of the Mondays. I can't read. 20, that's 40 total. We're coming up on halfway. that feels better. All right, I'll go back to my kettlebell. I like the alternating. You've got the kettlebell. It helps to put the crook of your thumb right in the corner of that kettlebell. It gives it a nice pivot point and helps to make that catch at your shoulder a little bit smoother. You shouldn't feel like you're bruising your forearm. Woo! A little bit heavier, big difference. Woo! Woo, 2 rounds down. We got 1:10 left. Here we go. See how far you can get. I'm going back to dumbbell. Nice job, guys. Keep it up. Oops. There we go. Back to twist. 10 seconds. Keep it moving, keep it going. Woo! That's it. You've only got a minute here, so I'm going right into your last 2 moves. We have Renegade Rows, and we have lateral shuffle to burpee. Okay, we're gonna look like this. Renegade Rows, nice strong plank, pushing up away from the ground, right, wide stance in the back, drive an elbow back, alternating sides. We've got 5 pulls on each side for 10 pulls total. Lateral shuffle to burpee, getting down into a squat. Shuffle as far as you can, hit the ground. Hop back up, stay low, and shuffle. So you're not going up in that burpee, you're popping back up and switching directions. Now, if you don't have a ton of room, that's okay. Little lateral jump and down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You guys are on Renegade Rows. 5 minutes, 10 reps of each. That's 10 pulls total on your Renegade Rows, 10 burpees total. On your burpees. Make sure I've got a nice clear path for my shuffle. Woo! 1 round down. back to rows. Nice job, ladies. Looking good. Keep it up. We're a minute and a half in. 3.5 to go. And these rows, make sure you're driving up away from the ground, using your whole body, not dumping into that shoulder. Here we go. Shuffles. Remember, if you don't have room, stay low pop. Woo! 2 rounds down. I actually like the shorter version. A little quicker. Find a better rhythm. Your choice. Back to rows. Here we go. Give me side view this time. Driving up away from the ground. Stable hips. Elbow comes up above your rib cage. Minute and a half. Yes. Keep it up. Last minute, here we go. We got 2 burpees left. Whew. All right. Pushing through that last round. 36 seconds to do it. Good reps to the finish. Here we go. Seconds, here we go. Squeezing in some burpees. Woo! That's it. That's it for our big set. That was fun. Nice slow start, not slow finish. All right, we are finishing up with 3 rounds of a core finisher today. We have windmills, dead bugs, plank to down dog with a crossbody reach, and butterfly crunches. We have either 5 on each side or 10 on each side for our rep scheme. So we've got 5 on each side for windmills. Standing core, one of my favorites. We're going short range windmill today. So what we have been doing, you're gonna turn one foot out. Make sure that if your feet were to come together, your feet would make a T. So my heel is in line with my arch, but now my feet are wider than my hips. The bottom arm's gonna face forward. Same side as your foot that's turned out. Drive that other dumbbell up. I want you to think about crunching your ribs to your hips, just like the Turkish Get Up, focusing on that upper weight, up and down. So on the way down, you're squeezing low, you're squeezing ribs to hips here. Then on the top, you're pulling ribs to hips here. Through that whole rep, I want you to think of creating opposition. You're driving your bottom dumbbell down and your top dumbbell up. You're creating that opposition. Nice straight lines from hand to hand. 5 on each side, 10 total. Then we're going down onto the ground for a dead bug. So we're gonna do it with one dumbbell or kettlebell today. You're going to start with your knees above your hips, toes pulled back to your shins, dumbbell above your sternum. Tilt your pelvis back and smash your lower vertebrae down into the ground. Keep that there. As you straight arm reach up overhead, take one heel out. You'll notice my toes stay pulled back towards my shins. That leg is active as it pushes out, alternating sides. So we're going 5 on each side, 5 on each leg for 10 total there as well. From there, we have plank to down dog with reach. I love this one, feels good. You're gonna start in a plank. You're gonna push your hips up into the sky and reach back towards one ankle. Come back to a strong plank, so not too low, not too high, and then alternate sides. Again, we have 5 reaches on each side for 10 total. So you'll go into down dog 10 times. Last one, butterfly crunches on your back. Make your butterfly out of your knees, do your diamond, then your shark fin. Roll your pelvis back, again, smashing your lower right vertebrae down into the ground. Pick one vertebrae up at a time as you roll up and roll back down. No need to go up too high. Really just focus on that little pelvic roll, keeping it in your lower abdominals. Doesn't take much to feel the burn on that one. So we're going 3 rounds through those 4 moves. We got 5 on each side for all of them and a total of 10 for the butterfly crunches. So 5 on each side for everything except for the butterfly crunches. Okay, I'm gonna get my mat. I've been looking for this mat for weeks, since quarantine started. I finally found it. No more towel. I need to be on mat. Okay, we'll start together. We're not gonna set a timer or anything like that. We'll just move together. So get what you need for your kettlebell or dumbbell windmills. Set up 1 foot forward, other foot turned out, slightly wider than your hips. Drive 1 up. Here we go, 5 on each side. Create your own resistance, reach down, pull it back up. Slow and steady here. Remember that opposition, driving your top one up, pushing your bottom one down. Dead bugs coming next. Knees above the hips, toes to the shins, weights above the sternum. One leg pushes, both arms pull up overhead. Take care of your back. Make sure it's staying down. Make sure it feels good. If it doesn't, just don't bring your legs out quite so far or not so close to the ground. I think I'm doing a couple extra. That's okay. I like that one. From there, down dog. Plank with down dog reach. Tilt onto the sky. Up and reach. 10 total. Last one, butterfly crunches. Making my diamond, rolling it up. All right, one round down. Let's go back. Let's go back to windmills. Doesn't take much to feel this. You want to challenge, but your limiting factor is that top shoulder. You can hold asymmetrical weight for this one. You can go heavy on the bottom arm and lighter on the top. What's next? Down. Into down dog, that reach. Another one from my PIO days. Finishing up my second round, butterfly crunches. Speaking of PIO, I took my first virtual yoga class the other day. Santosha Big Sky has live yoga classes on their Facebook page where you can watch the replays right there or jump in live. I did their Earth Day yoga replay on Friday and it was awesome. So if you guys are looking for a good yoga class, check them out. They're suggesting a $15 donation to their Venmo account, which it talks about over on the page. So yeah. Here we go. Last round. Let's do it. Back to windmills, 5 and 5. Dead bugs. Thanks, down dog. Butterfly crunch is the last move of the day. If you're with me, 10 reps to the finish. Here we go. Whew. Nice, good core finisher to end, and we are right on time. Love it when that happens. All right, we're just gonna go through a nice little flow to cool down today. So come up to your feet. Heart rate shouldn't be too high. That wasn't too high of a heart rate core set. So, but if it is, just take your time and roll down into a forward fold. You can kind of paddle your knees back and forth. Feeling through your hamstrings. Maybe you want to bend and extend, dropping the head, bringing it into the spine a little bit. One more bend and extend. And then hands to the ground, step one leg back. Drop the back knee, chest up, whoops, and drive your hips forward. So you got a nice stretch to the front side of that back hip. One more big deep breath there. As you exhale, send your hips back, straighten out that front leg. Hands can frame that front knee as you go into another hamstring stretch. Rock your weight back forward, hands frame your foot again. You're just gonna step your front leg back to a plank so we can switch sides and do that same thing on the other side. Drop the back knee, chest up, hips forward, nice hip flexor stretch. You can find any version of this stretch that challenges you. Maybe you want to pull your back knee or back heel towards your butt. Just really drive into that. You add a little pelvic tilt, tilting your pelvis backwards to get a little more length through the front side. Deep breath in, then or exhale, then send your hips back. Settle into your hamstring. Another deep breath in and out. As you exhale, shift your weight back forward. Curl your toes, straighten out that back knee, and then just bring it forward. Widen out your stance. Nice straddle stretch. Bring your chest up, and then you're gonna rock your hips side to side, getting more into the adductors now, or inner thighs. You can just move through this side to side, do what feels good. And bring your opposite toe off the ground if you'd like, and drop down a little bit deeper into that hip. On your last one, come center, keep a flat back, and then round and roll it all the way up to standing. Just shake out your spine a little bit. Woo. One pull, one arm across your chest, big pull, one last shoulder stretch. Release that. Give a pull on the other side. Shoulders should be down away from the ear. You can add a little head tilt that gets into your trap, your upper trap a little bit. A little rotation. Ending with a chest opener, interlacing behind the back. Chest up, pull out, look up. Big deep breath in. Exhale it all out. All right. That is it for today. If you're here with me live, hang out for a second. If you're watching this recording, thanks for joining. I hope to see you guys face to face sooner rather than later. And have a great week.